So hello guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Also guys, welcome to my first video of 2022. I hope you guys all had the best new year ever and are excited for kind of like a little fresh start. I want to just say quickly, I'm going to be putting so much more effort into my YouTube channel this year. I have a whole year now where I have no commitments, I've got no uni, and it's honestly just like one of my biggest prides and joys, YouTube. So I cannot wait to be putting in 10 times more effort for you guys. I have so many new like video ideas, content ideas, which I can't wait to share with you. And to start off the year, I'm actually going to be filming an assumptions video. This is actually a very highly requested video. I was going to film this before New Year, and then I just thought actually I'm going to kind of wait, save it and do it as my first upload of the new year. I did film one of these videos, I want to say back in 2020, like May or something, honestly ages ago, and you guys were quite juicy then. I feel like I've gained so many new faces, so many new followers, subscribers since then, so it's kind of a little bit outdated. Some of you guys might not know much about me. I know I do a lot of hauls at the moment. I don't tend to do too many kind of lifestyle videos, so keep watching if you do want to learn a little bit more about me. I asked you guys over on Instagram to kind of give me some assumptions that you had about me. I was like, do not hold back, I will not be offended, literally just ask me anything. And you guys didn't hold back. Like, some of these assumptions are juicy, so keep watching if you do want to find out a little bit more about me. And yeah, also follow me on Instagram at @BellaSophie if you don't already, if you're new here. But yeah, I'm very excited to get into this video. It's a new year, it's a new start, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. Okay guys, I have just listed out all of the assumptions that I have. Some are like similar, so I've kind of grouped them together. And the first one I'm going to start off with is, it's kind of got a few assumptions in one question, but let's just go for it. You are very posh, Tory, middle class, well-off parents. She kind of like listed them as bullet points. Okay, so I feel like I kind of need to answer this in 4 parts. I can't really cover everything in one go. So the first point, very posh. I wouldn't consider myself posh at all. Like, I live in a really nice area. I'm super grateful for where I live and where I've grew up, but I am by no means posh, and I would not class myself as like well off either, like the parents part. I am an only child. I live separately with my mum and my dad, like on weekends and weekdays, so it might come across as I have a little bit more, or I don't know, maybe because I'm an only child, obviously I get given more, and because I'm literally from a divorced parents, I get like double the things from both parents. So I can kind of see how it would come across like that. But in terms of being posh, I definitely wouldn't class myself as posh at all. When I was younger, I used to sound really posh. I listened to myself like recorded back when I had a YouTube channel when I was like 10, and you can hear I sound really posh. I don't know why that is. I don't know if I was putting it on. Not too sure what 10-year-old Bella was doing, but I recently have had a few girls say to me, oh my god, you sound really posh when you talk, which I never noticed before. I actually thought I was a little bit the opposite. Like, sometimes I have to stop myself from saying slang, stuff like that. I don't know, like obviously that's just sounding posh, but yeah, it's interesting what other people think and what other people perceive of you, because in my eyes I'm 100% not posh. The second part is about being Tory. I'm not going to go into my political views on social media, YouTube, anything, because I think it's just always going to end in disaster. But what I will say is currently I don't think I actually have a stance at all. Like, not at all. I feel like the whole of the UK is just in a complete shit show at the moment, and I actually need to take some time away and kind of educate myself on everything for when it is like the next voting, because I 100% want to vote, but at the moment I am completely lost with what to do. Currently I think at the moment the Green Party is getting my vote, because I honestly, like, it's all just a bit of a mess, isn't it, really? Obviously I'm not going to disclose my parents' views, and they also might be different to my own views as well, so take from that what you will. Middle class, well-off parents. So I definitely have had a comfortable upbringing. I have come from a very hard-working family. I wouldn't say like I've never been given anything on a plate, and neither have they. Like, my dad has basically built his own business up from himself from like nothing. My mum used to work like 3 jobs when I was younger, so I've just come from, I think, a lot of hard work, which is why I am so hardworking as well. And obviously now I make my own money. I don't like get given money for anything. I earn all my own money, spend all my own money, do what I want with it. I wouldn't say by any means I'm well off, but yeah, I've had a comfortable upbringing. I'm so fortunate to have grown up in a really nice area, to have 2 nice houses with both parents. So yeah, kind of yes, kind of no. Hope that answers your question. I feel like these are going to be not very straightforward, like yes or no questions, so just bear with me if this is very long and very rambly. So next assumption we have is you don't like being tall. If you guys don't know, I'm 5'10", quite tall. And to this, I would say this is false. I actually really like being tall. But the thing is, right, I've been this height since I was, I want to say about 10 or 12. Like, I shot up and then I just completely stopped growing. So at one point in school, I'll try and find some pictures if I haven't, I was just like leaps and bounds above everyone else. You know, when you used to have like the school picture days, I would literally be put right at the back, right in the middle, like literally next to the tallest boys, because I was always the tallest. And at the time, I was never really bothered by it. I think everyone kind of always tells you when you're younger, like, oh, you're so lucky to be tall, like, I would love to be tall, like, you can be a supermodel, blah blah, like all these kind of things. So it never really bothered me too much. I think when I was a bit younger, I used to get kind of comments from boys saying like, oh god, you're a giant. And funny story actually, when I first, like, before I even knew Danny, I think it was a year before I even started speaking to him anything, he came up, actually no, was it even before that? It was when I was in year 7. I was coming out of the school canteen. I remember he just said to me, you're really tall. And that's the first thing he ever said to me. So I feel like at that age it is kind of a bit like unusual. I feel like you do get kind of made fun of, get called lanky, all this kind of stuff. But it never really got to me too much. When I was younger, I used to kind of wish I was about 5'6", 5'7". I wish I was always taller. I've never not wanted to be tall, but obviously 5'10" is quite tall. But now I absolutely love it. I love wearing high heels. I love being taller than everyone else. I love, like, I don't know, I just feel like it's actually easier and stuff to buy clothes as well. Like, so many clothes, so many trousers so long, and they just fit me perfectly. So I feel like I'm quite lucky in that sense as well. And yeah, I feel like I do just like being tall. I feel like it's kind of like part of my like personality. And everyone's buying chunky trainers to look tall anyway, so I feel like the tall girls way. Also, like, Blake Lively's really tall, Gigi Hadid, like so many girls that I look up to and that I've idolised like my whole life are basically the same height as me. So yeah, I absolutely love being tall. Wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, so third assumption we have is you live comfortably off the money you make on social media. But this again is really hard to answer. It's not really like a straightforward yes or no answer. For context, this has only been my job for, I want to say, properly like 4 months. So I honestly can't really comment right now. And I feel like if you guys know the social media industry, like the whole world of it, every single month what you earn is usually a little bit different as well. I also can't really comment on that because I literally live at home with my mum. I'm so thankful I don't have to pay rent or anything. She obviously just gets like the shopping and everything. So I have no idea what it would mean to live comfortably like on my own. I can definitely live comfortably in my family home. Obviously have like 0 outgoings, I don't drive. So yes, 100% in that sense. But if I was to like move out, have my own house, my own outgoings, a car, food shopping bills, etc., that's a whole other story. And I feel like it is kind of hard for me to answer that because I've only been doing it for, like I said, literally like 4 or 5 months. So yeah, I mean, I am very fortunate. I mean, this job, if you're kind of in the industry, if you know a little bit about it, is obviously quite lucrative. It can be a really good way of earning money. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, it will become like I will be able to move, like do all the things I want to do, and hopefully it's looking like on track that I will be able to do that, if that makes any sense at all. Next assumption, I've actually had this so many times and I can't quite believe it because it used to honestly be like my least favourite part about myself. But someone has said you have had a nose job, which I just find like really weird because when I was younger, I feel like Molly May spoke about this as well. She was like, I actually grew into my nose. And sorry, I'm sitting off my bed, I don't know why I keep adjusting. Jesus Christ. Sorry, anyway, I feel like Molly May spoke about this and everyone was saying that she had a nose job and she was like, I actually haven't, like my face has just grown into my nose. And the answer to that, obviously, that is no, I have not had a nose job. That is completely false. When I was younger, like growing up, I used to hate my nose. I used to look at it in pictures and just hate it. It's quite like round on the bottom. I love it from the side, like from the side on one side, it's quite good, if you can see. Like it's quite like a ski slope shape. And I remember when that kind of came into fashion, my mum was like, oh, you're actually really lucky, you've already got the ski slope shape nose. So yeah, never had a nose job, never had anything cosmetic done. But yeah, everyone just seemed to think I've had a nose job. I actually had someone comment on my Instagram the other day, you have a fake life, fake job, fake nose, fake boyfriend, a load of stuff. And I was like, where's this fake nose coming from? Like, this is just my nose. I do feel like I contour my nose quite well as well. I will maybe do a video on that if you guys want to kind of copy me how I do it. I feel like that just does kind of help as well when you've got makeup on. But you guys have seen I've done videos on here without makeup on and stuff, and you can see my nose. But yeah, no nose job, just all my natural nose. Following on from that, we have an assumption which says you have secretly had lip fillers. This is another question I get all the time. I always get people DM me saying, where do you get your lip filler? How many mils do you get? Blah, blah, blah. This assumption is completely false because I have never once had my lips done. Like I said, I've never had any cosmetic surgery, plastic surgery, whatever you want to call it, fillers, anything. Like, I've never touched myself. I've never like touched anything on my face or on my body. So no, I've never had lip fillers. I have got a really good makeup technique to how I kind of overline my lips and get them looking a lot bigger. But I feel like in the same way that I've kind of grown into my nose, I've kind of grown into my lips as well. I will pop some pictures on the screen of how my lips used to look, because honestly, like, if I ever went on Love Island or anything like that, or like a program, I'm obviously not going on Love Island, but if I went onto a program like that and they kind of go through your old pictures and it's like, oh, this person's had this surgery, honestly, they could put a before and after picture of me, which is literally just like 10 years, 5 years apart, and my lips and everything just looks so different. But I swear to God, I have not had anything done. I honestly just think my face has changed, my face has grown, my makeup kind of makes a difference as well. And when I was younger, I always used to do the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. I used to suck on that lid, and I honestly swear to God, I say this every single time, but I honestly think that changed my lips. Like, I think that really grew my lips. Plumping gloss is also great, and just overlining, and yeah, all that stuff. You can kind of see I've overlined my lips, but yeah, no secret lip fillers from me. If I ever got anything, you guys would be the first to know, 100%. I'm also not against any of it either. Like, I have considered some stuff in the past, but then I've just been like, no, I'm happy with myself the way I am. But obviously, if you guys want to change anything, that is completely on you. I don't judge at all. But yeah, I personally just haven't. Next assumption is actually quite a funny one, and it is that you spend a lot of time working out. Another guy actually messaged me the other day and said, can you do a video on how you keep like really toned in your workout routine? I honestly don't think I've done a workout, I want to say, since September, August time, probably even before that properly. I've not stepped foot in a gym since about 2019, 2018. I used to do like a lot of lockdown workouts. I used to do a lot of yoga and stuff like that. But I haven't really been doing anything. So this assumption is 100% false. Like, I do not, yeah, false, is that right? I keep getting confused. I hardly work out, and I'm really sad about it, but I just don't love it. I love walking, I love like going for a really long walk, I love jogging. I like doing some things like squats and things like that, and I will do them occasionally, but I definitely don't have a good workout regime. That is one thing I do want to change now that we're in 2022. I definitely feel like I have put on a little bit of weight over Christmas. Obviously, I feel like everyone just does always, but it's my birthday the end of Jan, so this is always my time to kind of kick myself up the bum and just start like eating healthy, doing workouts and stuff. That's probably the thing that does keep me in shape, is that I do eat very healthily. I do a lot of walking, I always go for really long walks, I do a lot of shooting around London, which involves traipsing around London with a suitcase. I do a lot of shopping, which when people say shopping is my only cardio, honestly same, but I feel like it is actually one of the best forms of cardio. One of my dad's friends' wives that lives in Dubai actually says she just walks around the Dubai mall every single day, or whenever she wants to like do a bit of exercise, because if you walk around the whole thing like twice or 3 times, it's like a really long distance. So I feel like that's just the kind of exercise I need in my life. But no, I do not spend much time working out. I need to change that. I'm thinking of maybe even getting a personal trainer, because I've never been like, I feel like I'm getting really deep now. I've never really been like unhappy with my body. I've always been quite confident with it, but I just want to kind of take it to the next, like work really hard on it. Like this summer I really want to just hit all my fitness goals and yeah, just work out a little bit more. So next assumption we have is you are extremely outgoing. This one I would probably say again is false, and to an extent true, but probably like half and half. Sometimes I'm extremely outgoing. I feel like most people you probably talk to or that have met me will probably say I'm extremely outgoing. I'm quite a bubbly person, I'm quite talkative. If I go to an event, I will always put myself out there. I'll go and talk to every single person. Hopefully I come across like that. But sometimes I can be quite shy, like in certain situations. If I'm put in like a situation, if I feel a bit overwhelmed or something, then it definitely can change my mood. I don't always come across as that really bubbly, really outgoing. So I'd say for the majority of the time I definitely am outgoing. I'm definitely more of an extrovert than an introvert, but not always outgoing, like not always. Like I am very brave in the sense, like I said, when I go to an event, most friends I've met have been through like social media and stuff, so I have definitely put myself out there. I'm definitely outgoing in that sense, where I'll literally message someone, meet up with someone I don't know, go on dates, like friendship dates with people I don't know. And yeah, I feel like in that sense I'm just not always like a really bubbly outgoing person. Right, I'll do a few more because I feel like I've not done that many, but I feel like I've just rambled on about everything. So next assumption is you don't have many friends. Actually now I would say this is false. If you asked me this probably like 1 or 2 years ago, I would have said yes, 100% true, I don't have many friends. I still don't have that many like very, very close friends, probably that I could count on one hand. But over the last like 2 years, I made it like clear to myself after like the big C, whatever you want to call it. I was like, I need to make more friends. I want to put myself out there, like I was saying before, message people, make new friends. And I feel like I have made so many friends within this industry, which is why I now say that that's false, because I do actually have a lot of friends that I could talk to and meet up with. But I don't necessarily have like a big group of friends, and I've never been one to have a big group of friends. I keep my circle quite small. Like there are only a few people that I would tell really like secret stuff to, or like my problems to. But in terms of like having friends, meeting up with friends, going out, stuff like that, I now consider myself extremely lucky to have quite a lot of friends, which is amazing, like, because that is what I always wanted. So yeah, I actually do have quite a lot of friends now, but then friends still kind of small. So kind of true, kind of false. So guys, that is going to conclude today's video. It's kind of been a long rambly one, but when I actually asked you guys what you wanted to see more in the new year, you said more chatty videos, so hopefully that has kind of been a bit more of a chatty video. I have really enjoyed filming this one. I've not really filmed a kind of personal video in a very long time, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff, and stay tuned for another video very, very soon. Like I said, I'm going to be so much more regular on here, and I'm just so excited for what's to come. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.